Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order, and we are on number 16 of the Jedi Apprentice series, A Call to Vengeance. Tal has passed away. Qui-Gon is now obsessed with capturing Balog and bringing him to justice. Oh wait, no, not justice. He tells Obi-Wan at the end of the last novel there is only vengeance now. Well, this is scaring Obi-Wan in the opening of the next book, because he's called the Jedi about Master Tal dying, and they're sending a team to help them out. And he doesn't know who yet, but Obi-Wan hopes they come here quick because Qui-Gon is in bad shape. Ever since the passing of Tal, Qui-Gon has stayed by her bedside. He's in mourning. He won't leave her room. He's not thinking straight. All he wants to find is Balog now and bring vengeance to him, I guess. But he is not, Qui-Gon is still not thinking straight. Obi-Wan really doesn't know what to do. Obi-Wan is the one trying to help him out. And finally, the Jedi arrive, and it is Bant, Tal's ex-apprentice, who is mad at Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon for going to not even reporting that Tal was missing, because Qui-Gon in the last book said, let's wait 24 hours. He didn't want any other Jedi to help. Qui-Gon wanted to rescue Tal. Well, now Bant's upset that they never even contacted her in the first place, that Tal was missing, and she turns on Obi-Wan and says, how would you like it if Qui-Gon was missing and you were involved in his hunt? And Obi-Wan sees that they made a mistake. It was Qui-Gon's decision, but Obi-Wan didn't speak out against it, so he feels slightly responsible too. Obi-Wan, over these books, we're in 16 books now, and actually this happened in the last book too, but now it looks like he is gaining some maturity. He is growing into what Qui-Gon, he's learning the good lessons that Qui-Gon has given him. Now, the Jedi who comes is Mace Windu, the man himself, which is a little intimidating to Obi-Wan. Qui-Gon reacts to him like, I wish he wasn't here because he may force me off this mission. So he tries to hide his anger from Mace, and it kind of works for a little while. But once the first clue about the existence of where Balog, or the location where Balog may be, Qui-Gon leaves Obi-Wan and Mace. He just runs off in search of Balog without them. Now, the reason he does it without Obi-Wan, because he knows he's going to do, disregard a direct order from Mace Windu, and he knows Obi-Wan will follow him, but he doesn't want Obi-Wan to get in trouble. But in reality, Qui-Gon wants Balog. And Balog wants this list. There's this powerful list of traitors. And whoever has that list of former traitors can blackmail everyone, release it. Basically, they have the election secured because there's going to be a new election on this planet since the death of Rowan, the previous ruler. So now everyone is kind of in the mix. Rowan's brother, Monix or whatever, is the rich guy, but he's like, well, they forced me into being a temporary ruler. And he's thinking, and then later on he's saying, well, maybe I will run. Maybe my brother wasn't so dumb to get in this political thing. It's doing the best for this planet that we love. So the Jedi suspect him, of course, Obi-Wan especially. Obi-Wan is not like him. He thinks there's something underneath him. Well, remember, one of the twin sisters is a traitor too. And then there's Balog, which we still don't know what's going on with him, but he is also trying to rise to power as well. Now, meanwhile, the good twin sister is trying to assist Qui-Gon. She's helping him out and basically giving him tips on where to go to track down Balog. Meanwhile, flash forward, Obi-Wan is doing things the proper way. He's acting, not reacting like Qui-Gon is to every bit of news. And he makes the connection that the other twin is evil too. And you're thinking, okay, why did they even call the Jedi in the first place? But here's the thing, they were just too smug and confident and thought, hey, the Jedi will do anything for two little sweet girls. Let's just call our old friend Tal and use her. I get that. I buy it now. Because the whole reason she came was to help the twins. Well, if one's a traitor, okay, but both are traitors? I was getting very confused because I'd forgotten about that twist. I thought it was one-on-one and they fooled me. So we have to have a twist in every book. So there's the twist. Both the twins are behind it. And that Rowan's brother, the rich guy, is innocent as well. But he suspects the twins, but he doesn't want to accuse them because they don't have any evidence. And plus everyone loves them. So Obi-Wan just flat out just calls her out on it. She admits to it. And her twin sister is now leading Qui-Gon into a trap. So he goes after to rescue Qui-Gon just in time as the trap is about to be sprung. Obi-Wan's headed that way, and Qui-Gon then realizes the whole thing's a trap. He and Obi-Wan start working together, and eventually they catch it with Balog. He disarms him, and Qui-Gon is about to do the striking blow, and then he hears his name being called. He looks over, and there's Obi-Wan. Like, what are you doing? Like, everyone can kind of tell Qui-Gon's about to kill Balog, and then he realizes, I can't do this, and stops. Later on, he thanks Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan goes, "I didn't call your name, Master. It was Tall through the Force." And he should have known it, you know. It was Tall the whole time, calling his name, calling him off from Vengence. After this point, Qui-Gon is embarrassed and upset about what he's become. Mace Windu doesn't say a thing about it, and he's thankful for that. Neither do the other members of the Jedi Council, but he's still embarrassed. What has he done? Now it's time for Qui-Gon to misbehave. He's the one that kind of broke the Master-Padawan relationship a little bit, just like Obi-Wan fractured it in the Melinda Dawn story. And to be honest, it's good to see Qui-Gon's not infallible here, that he can make mistakes as well, just like his apprentice can. And Qui-Gon gets to learn a little bit something about himself and how close to the edge he came and how he'll never let that happen again. Now, of course, this kind of wraps up that third story arc, I believe, and even though I may be mistaken, I think there is no more story arcs. I think the next two are just individual adventures. I could be wrong on that. But that, to me, in my mind, was the last big story arc, and it's a good one. Because Obi-Wan is later going to use this knowledge. If you think about this, this makes Episode 3 make so much more sense. The reason Obi-Wan is giving Anakin a pass because his beloved master, Qui-Gon, was also not thinking straight when Tall died. But he knows that Qui-Gon worked it out in the end. Anakin is the chosen one. Surely he'll come to the same conclusion. Surely it won't end badly. He won't tip over to the dark side because Qui-Gon didn't. And when I read this story arc, it really made sense later on. And I remember this story arc way into Episode 3, and I was thinking, this makes sense. And that's what the EU should do. It should complement and further explain some of the movies. Because if you're not reading the books, you're just watching Episode 3, yeah, you may have questions like, Obi-Wan, you didn't see that coming like a mile away? No, there's lots of, and this is not the only story, there's other stories that kind of make Obi-Wan relatable and understandable of how he could assume that Anakin, yeah, he's off to a rocky start or just had some hard times here and there, but he'll pull through because his master was in love and he pulled through in the end. I like it. Still loving it. Can't wait to review the next one.